Life will try to break you. It will throw obstacles in your way, test your patience, and push you to your limits. You'll face moments when everything seems to be against you, when you feel like quitting, like walking away, like saying, I just can't do this anymore. But I'm here to tell you one thing. You are unbreakable. See, the difference between the people who succeed and the ones who fall apart isn't their intelligence, their talent, or their luck. It's their ability to take a hit and keep moving forward. It's their mindset. It's their belief that no matter what happens, they will not break. Listen, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. The people who rise up in life, the people who overcome the odds, the people who defy expectations, they don't avoid struggle. They embrace it. They don't run from failure. They learn from it. They don't let adversity define them. They use it to build themselves. The moment you decide that nothing can break you, that no failure, no rejection, no setback will make you quit, you step into your power. You start to operate on a whole new level, a level where you are unstoppable. So let me ask you right now, what's trying to break you? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it failure? Is it what people say about you? Because let me tell you something, those things only have power if you give it to them. And today you take that power back. Life will test you. It won't ask for your permission. It won't wait until you're ready. It won't give you a warning. One day everything feels fine, and the next you're standing in the middle of a storm you never saw coming. You'll face moments that push you to the edge. Moments that make you question everything, your strength, your worth, your purpose. You'll wonder if you have what it takes, if you can keep going, if you're strong enough to handle what life has thrown at you. But listen to me, struggles are not here to break you. They are here to build you. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to become something greater than you were before. The problem is, most people don't see it that way. Most people see struggle as a sign to stop, as a sign that they're not good enough, but that's not the truth. Struggle isn't a stop sign, it's a test of your resilience, your commitment, your willingness to fight for the life you want. When life knocks you down, you have a choice. You can stay down or you can rise. And I'll tell you something, those who rise, those who refuse to quit, those who keep pushing even when everything seems against them, those are the ones who win. Every great success story is built on struggle. Every champion has faced defeat. Every strong person you admire has walked through fire. You are no different. You are capable of more than you realize, stronger than you think, more powerful than you give yourself credit for. But you won't know that until life tests you, until you stand face to face with adversity and make the decision to fight back. It won't be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. But if you keep going, if you refuse to let your struggles define you, if you use them as fuel instead of excuses, nothing can stop you. Pain is temporary. Fear is an illusion. Doubt is a liar. But you are real. Your dreams are real. Your strength is real. And no struggle, no setback, no hardship can take that away from you unless you let it. So don't let it. Rise up. Keep moving. Keep fighting, because you are not your struggles. You are something greater. And life's tests, they don't define you. They reveal you. Your mind is the battlefield. Everything you do, everything you become starts with how you think. Your mindset determines whether you rise or fall, whether you push forward or give up, whether you create the life you want or settle for the life you have. Some people think success is about luck. They think it's about talent, about being born with the right opportunities. But the truth is, none of that matters if your mind isn't in the right place. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never use it. You can have opportunities handed to you, but if you doubt your ability, you'll let them slip through your fingers. You can have all the potential, but if your mindset is weak, you will never reach it. The difference between those who win and those who lose isn't their background. It isn't their education. It isn't their resources. It's their mindset. Winners think differently. They see obstacles as challenges, not roadblocks. They see failure as feedback, not the end. They see rejection as redirection, not as a reason to quit. Your mind is the key to everything. If you believe you can, you will. If you believe you can't, you've already lost. That's the power of your thoughts. They shape your reality. They dictate your actions. They determine whether you take risks or stay stuck. The problem is most people don't control their thoughts. They let fear control them. They let doubt control them. They let past failures define what's possible for their future. And then they wonder why nothing changes. But you have the power to shift. Right now, you have the power to rewire your mind for success, to replace fear with confidence, to replace doubt with belief, to replace excuses with action. Your thoughts are not just thoughts. They are the foundation of your life. And if you want a different life, you must start with a different mindset, because the way you think will either push you forward or hold you back. It will either make you stronger or keep you stuck. It will either turn you into the person you were meant to be or leave you as a shadow of who you could have been. So ask yourself right now, what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you're capable? Do you believe you're worthy? Do you believe you can have the life you dream of? Because if you don't, that's where you need to start. Change your mind and you change your life. Everything begins there. Pain is temporary. It feels overwhelming in the moment. It feels like it will never end, but it will. The struggle you're facing right now, the hardship that seems unbearable, the weight that feels too heavy to carry, it will pass. Your body will heal. Your heart will mend. Your mind will adapt. But if you quit, that decision lasts forever. If you walk away from your dreams, if you stop fighting for what you want, if you give in to fear, regret will follow you for the rest of your life. Because deep down, you will always wonder what could have been. You will always wonder how strong you could have become. You will always wonder if you had just held on a little longer, just pushed a little harder, just refused to give up, how different your life could be. Pain is the price of growth. It is the price of becoming more than you were yesterday. You don't build strength and comfort. You don't develop resilience when everything is easy. You grow through resistance. You become stronger by facing what scares you. You become wiser by overcoming what once defeated you. You become unstoppable when you realize that pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. Pain will show you what you're made of. It will reveal your limits, then push you past them. It will test your patience, your discipline, your commitment to your dreams. And in those moments when everything in you wants to stop, when your mind is screaming for you to quit, that's when you must decide who you really are. Are you the person who gives up when things get hard? Or are you the person who keeps going no matter what? Because that decision will shape the rest of your life. Anyone can keep moving when it's easy. Anyone can stay motivated when they're winning, but true strength is built in the moments of struggle. When you feel like you have nothing left, but you keep going anyway. When the pain is real, but the vision is stronger. When everything in you says stop, but you make the choice to fight for one more day. That's where champions are made. That's where dreams become reality. That's where you prove to yourself that you are unbreakable. So when pain comes, don't run from it. Face it, endure it, learn from it, because pain will fade, but the strength you build from it will stay with you forever. Struggle is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. Most people run from struggle. They avoid discomfort. They do everything they can to stay safe, to stay comfortable, to stay in control. But comfort never created greatness. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when you are tested. You grow when life challenges you, when you are pushed beyond your limits, when you have no choice but to dig deeper and find out what you're really made of. That's where real transformation happens. Not when everything is going your way, not when life is smooth, but when you are met with resistance, when things fall apart, when nothing seems to be working. That is the moment where you either break or you rise. And that choice, that's all yours. Struggle is the pressure that turns coal into diamonds. It is the fire that forges unshakable strength. It is the resistance that builds unstoppable warriors. You are not put on this earth to live an easy life. You are put here to grow, to evolve, to step into the highest version of yourself. But that will never happen if you hide from struggle. That will never happen if you run when things get hard. Never, never, never run when things get hard. If you want to build strength, you must face resistance. If you want to build courage, you must walk through fear. If you want to build resilience, you must endure hardship. There is no other way, because life will challenge you. It will test you. It will push you to the edge, not to destroy you, but to show you who you can become. So stop fearing struggle. Stop wishing for an easier path. Start embracing the fight. Start seeing adversity as an opportunity to rise. Because every challenge you face is a chance to get stronger. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure is a stepping stone. And every struggle you embrace makes you unstoppable. Failure is not the end. It feels like it in the moment. It feels like everything you worked for is gone. Like you've hit a wall you can't break through. Like all your effort, all your time, all your sacrifice was for nothing. But failure is never final. It's only a lesson, a test, a stepping stone. Every person who has ever succeeded has failed. Not once, not twice, but over and over again, because failure is part of the journey. It is the price of growth. It is the fire that sharpens your skills, strengthens your resolve, and prepares you for the success that is waiting for you. But most people don't see it that way. Most people take failure as a sign to stop, as proof that they're not good enough, as an excuse to quit. But the truth is, failure is feedback. It is the universe showing you what needs to change, what needs to improve, what needs to be done differently next time. If you see failure as the end, you'll stay stuck. But if you see failure as a lesson, you will rise, you will adjust, you will grow, you will come back stronger, smarter, and more prepared than ever before. Every great success story is built on failure. Every champion has lost before they won. Every master was once a beginner who struggled, stumbled, and failed before they became great. What separates them from everyone else is that they didn't let failure stop them. They used it, they studied it, they learned from it, and then they tried again and again and again until one day they broke through. Until one day, they turned their setbacks into comebacks. Until one day, the same failures that once crushed them became the foundation of their success. So don't fear failure, don't run from it, don't let it define you, because failure is not final unless you let it be. You have more power than you realize, more strength, more resilience, more potential. But most people never tap into it, not because they aren't capable, not because they don't have what it takes, but because they let fear control them. They let doubt hold them back. They let negativity shape their reality. And they don't even realize they're doing it. They tell themselves they're not good enough. They convince themselves they don't have what it takes. They listen to the voices inside and outside that say you can't. And so they don't. Not because they're weak, not because they're unworthy, but because they gave away their power. But here's the truth. Fear only wins if you let it. Doubt only stops you if you believe it. Negativity only controls you if you allow it. Your mind is the battlefield, and you are the one who decides who wins. You can feed the fear or you can starve it. You can listen to doubt or you can silence it. You can drown in negativity or you can rise above it. Because you are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of your emotions. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are in control of your thoughts, of your choices, of your life. The moment you take responsibility for that, everything changes. You stop looking for excuses. You stop blaming the world. You stop waiting for someone to save you. And you step into your power. You shift your mindset. You take action, you move forward, no matter how many doubts try to pull you back. Because fear is a liar, doubt is a distraction, negativity is a prison. And you are bigger than all of it. But you have to believe that. You have to claim that. You have to decide right now that nothing will have power over you unless you give it permission. Because the moment you take back control, the moment you refuse to let fear dictate your life, the moment you decide that no negativity will stop you, that is the moment you become unstoppable. Your life is your responsibility. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to fight for your dreams the way you should. You can blame your past. You can blame your circumstances. You can blame the people who doubted you, the opportunities you never had, the struggles you faced. But at the end of the day, none of that changes one simple truth. Your destiny is in your hands. You are the one who decides how your story is written. You are the one who chooses whether you stay stuck or move forward. You are the one who determines whether you settle for less or push for more. Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for someone to give them permission to go after what they want. And in that waiting, they waste years, they waste potential, they waste the life they could have had if they had just stepped up and taken control. The harsh truth is this. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody is responsible for your success but you. Nobody is going to make it happen for you. It's on you to do the work. It's on you to get better. It's on you to wake up every day and make the choices that move you toward the life you want. It's easy to make excuses. It's easy to blame others. It's easy to say, I can't because of this, or it's not my fault. But excuses don't build success. Blame doesn't create change. Only ownership does. When you take full responsibility for your life, everything shifts. You stop focusing on what you can't control and start focusing on what you can. You stop waiting and start creating. You stop hoping for things to change and start making them change. That is the moment you take back your power. That is the moment your life starts moving in the direction you want. Because as long as you see yourself as a victim, you will always be stuck. But the second you decide that everything is up to you, your effort, your discipline, your mindset, your actions, that is the second you become unstoppable. So stop waiting, stop hoping, stop looking for someone else to do it for you. Own your life, own your choices, own your destiny. Because it has always belong to you. Life will try to break you. It will test you. It will push you to your limits and then push you even further. It will throw obstacles in your path, setbacks that make you question everything, moments that feel impossible to overcome. And in those moments, you have a choice. You can let life break you, or you can refuse to be broken. Success isn't about never facing hardship. It's about how much you can take and still keep moving. It's about your ability to endure, to stand tall when everything around you is trying to tear you down. Every great success story is built on struggle, on rejection, on failure, on pain. The people who win in life are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who refused to give up. The ones who kept going even when they had every reason to quit. The ones who looked adversity in the eye and said, "You will not break me," because that is what it takes. Strength is not built in comfort. Resilience is not formed in ease. Greatness is not born in the absence of struggle. It is forged in the fire of adversity. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to get stronger, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to prove to yourself that nothing can stop you. But most people don't see it that way. They see struggle as a reason to quit. They see pain as a sign that they should stop. They see failure as proof that they are not good enough. But you are not most people. You were built for more. You were made to withstand, to overcome, to rise above whatever life throws at you. And the only way life can break you is if you let it. So don't. Stand up, keep pushing, keep fighting, because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your ability to endure, your ability to take the hits and keep going, your ability to refuse to be broken. You are stronger than you think, stronger than your fears, stronger than your doubts, stronger than the obstacles standing in your way. But you don't always see it, because when life gets hard, when the pressure is crushing, when nothing seems to be going your way, it's easy to forget who you are. It's easy to believe the voice in your head that says, you're not enough. It's easy to think that the struggle is too much, that you don't have what it takes, that you should just give up. But that voice is a lie, because inside you there is power you haven't even tapped into yet. There is resilience, grit, and determination beyond anything you can imagine. You have survived every battle life has thrown at you, every heartbreak, every setback, every moment that made you want to quit. And yet you're still here, still fighting, still standing, still pushing forward when so many would have given up. That is proof of your strength. That is proof of who you are. Most people never realize how strong they are because they never push themselves far enough to find out. They quit when things get uncomfortable. They back down when challenges appear. They play it safe because they are afraid to see what happens when they truly give it their all. But you are not most people. You have more inside you, more fight, more willpower, more resilience. And the only way to see it is to keep going, to keep pushing when you feel like you can't take another step, to keep fighting when every part of you wants to give in. Because that moment, the moment when you think you've hit your limit, is the moment when your true strength is revealed. That is when you realize that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. That is when you see that you were never weak, never broken, never incapable. You were just waiting for the challenge that would show you who you really are, and who you are is unstoppable. Who you are is a fighter. Who you are is someone who refuses to quit, refuses to settle, refuses to back down. So when life knocks you down, get back up. When doubt creeps in, silence it. When fear tries to stop you, push through it, because you are stronger than you think. And it's time you start believing it. This is just the beginning. Everything you've been through, everything you've overcome, it was never the end of your story. It was just preparing you for what's next. Your greatest achievements are not behind you, they are still ahead. But you will never reach them if you stop now. Too many people quit right before their breakthrough, right before everything starts to come together, right before the moment that could change their entire life. Not because they aren't capable, not because they don't have what it takes, but because they let doubt win, because they convinced themselves that they've already given everything they had, because they believed the lie that their best days are behind them. But that is not your story. Your story is still being written. And if you have the courage to keep going, if you have the strength to push forward, no matter how hard it gets, you will realize something powerful. Everything you've been working for, everything you've been fighting for, is closer than you think. But only if you refuse to stop, only if you refuse to let setbacks define you, only if you refuse to let fear control you. Because every challenge you face is shaping you. Every obstacle you overcome is preparing you. Every failure, every lesson, every moment of struggle is setting you up for something greater. But you must keep moving. You must wake up every single day with the mindset that you are just getting started, that there is more to achieve, more to experience, more to become, that no matter how much you have accomplished, no matter how far you have come, there is still another level waiting for you, because there is. There is always another level. There is always more within you. There is always something greater on the other side of discipline, of consistency, of relentless action. And one day you will look back at this moment and realize this was never the end, it was just the beginning. But only if you decide to keep going, only if you decide that quitting is not an option, only if you remind yourself every single day that your future is still being created. So don't stop, don't slow down, don't settle, because your best days are not in the past, they are still ahead. And this is just the beginning. So stand tall, step forward with confidence, embrace the journey ahead, knowing that everything you desire is within reach if you refuse to give up. The road may not be easy. There will be challenges. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when the weight of the struggle feels too heavy to carry. But in those moments, remember this: you were made for more. You have everything it takes to succeed. And as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep pushing, as long as you refuse to quit, there is nothing that can stop you. This is your time. This is your moment. And this is just the beginning.